So, did you guys notice how the Living Tombstone just made a new FNAF song? Let's talk about it. Okay, first things first, I want to say that I really adore almost every single song that the Living Tombstone has made about FNAF. Die in a Fire, it's a fucking banger! The production is fantastic, the guitars sound really mean and cool, and the vocals are really freaking impressive. I Can't Fix You, probably the biggest banger of his entire catalog, and one of the most intense FNAF songs I've ever heard. It's multi-phased, and it has a ton of different layers to it, and it's really damn cool. And the breakdown in the end, it blows my mind. Even to this day. It's been so long, it's a beautiful, super emotional song, with one hell of a drop. And it makes me super nostalgic because I first heard this song when I was 11 or something, the day it came out. So, it's been like so many years since then and I still adore this song. So, what I'm trying to say is, a lot of the FNAF songs the Living Tombstone has made have a place in my heart. Except for this one sucks, shut up. And yes, I really like this one too. This comes from Inside. It's been 5 or so years since the last FNAF song he made, and I honestly thought we were never gonna get another one from him, because I Can Fix You felt like a huge finale. But I'm so glad we did, because this song is a blessing, it's so good. Okay, for one, this song is not a banger. It's surprisingly super slow. I would even say it's sad, in a way. It doesn't have any huge EDM drops or dubstep thingies. I mean, it's been 5 fucking years, like, the dude has probably gotten a bit tired of making drops and shit. And I honestly really dig this direction. I love the sort of shoegazy sort of vibe to the song too. Like, it's super atmospheric and super loud, but not in a banger sort of way. And all the vocal processing with the autotune and shit kinda reminds me of Porter Robinson, specifically the song Unfold. I mean, autotune and vocal processing has always been a recurring theme with the Living Tombstone, but yeah, I can still feel the Porter Robinson influence on this song. Also, now that I mentioned it, go listen to Nurture by Porter Robinson, it's a great album. But yeah, this is a new style for the Living Tombstone and I'm honestly all for it because it sounds really good. I love the way he brought back the FNAF 1 voice effect. It's honestly really nostalgic and a great callback. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of callbacks to the previous songs. I felt deja vu listening to this thing even though it's not really similar to the others. It's kinda weird actually. And so are the lyrics. This song is very unique in that department, because it almost reads like meta commentary on FNAF itself, and especially Scott Cawthon. It's not something I really talked about in this channel at all, but yeah, I'm completely aware of Scott Cawthon's donations and controversial political opinions. From what I've understood, 50% of the money from this song is going to a trans fund, which is really good news for me. It feels like they're trying to undo what Scott did in a way, although he wasn't really responsible for any trans suffering, as it were, but I'm happy that they did it, and I feel pretty appreciated, because I'm a genderqueer person myself, so yeah, thank you. But why do I think it's directed to Scott Cawthon? Okay, first of all, it's because I saw this cool-ass thread about it on Twitter, and also because the song just doesn't feel like a FNAF Security Breach track. I mean, the lyrics are so not FNAF in a way. The first verse sorta seems to tie to the lore a little bit, but that's really about it for me. The second verse seems very pointed at someone, and I think it has to be Scott Cawthon because I cannot think of anybody else. Here's a few more things I want to say about the song. The melody, gorgeous, beautiful melodies all over the song. The chorus is catchy, the verses are super memorable. I love the harmony on the second one, and the songwriting is pretty cool as well because it feels almost jagged in a way. Like, this song is very weirdly shaped. The first verse is super short, the chorus only repeats 2 times. The second verse is a lot longer and way different from the first one. I don't know, dude, like, it's a very weird song. Like, just from a songwriting perspective. It leaves me wanting a bit more because it's really short at barely 3 minutes, but I mean, the last song was 5 minutes long and it was a banger, so I don't know, dude. It almost strikes me as like an extended motif more than a song, but I don't really mind all that much because it's really good either way. Okay, and one last thing I want to say about the song. The music video, really cool, really good. It was created using 6 different animators, which is fucking insane, but it makes sense because it's really detailed and really well done. I wish the typography was different, but fuck it, that's very nitpicky. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. And now let's get into the ranking of these songs. This comes from Inside as an A tier. It might not be the biggest banger ever, but the production is great, the lyrics are really meaningful, and the melodies are just fantastic. I mean, it's certainly better than this shit. Bye.
Bitch on your